Hey, have you ever thought about how a couple of mega projects could turn our world upside down? Here's what's happening right now. These days, space travel doesn't seem like something out of science fiction anymore. Neural networks are our new brain, and bionics are just an upgrade for humans. But wait, that's not all. I've got the boldest projects lined up for you that could change the game and take us into a whole new reality. Let's dig deeper and find out how these grand ideas can really change our world. Ready to dive in? Starting in 2024, we're expecting the launch of next-level assistant robots that will be used in various fields. Cobots. These machines can work side by side with people without posing any threat to their health. Modern sensor systems, machine vision systems, and smart gripping mechanisms enable robots to effectively interact with their environment in real time. Mobile manipulators. These are mobile systems used for material handling tasks in logistics, automotive, and aerospace industries. They combine mobile platforms with traditional manipulators, allowing tasks like industrial inspection, equipment condition monitoring, and maintenance to be carried out. Digital twins. This technology involves creating digital copies of real objects. Virtual simulation helps minimize costs, predict possible scenarios, and ensure safety during stress tests. Humanoid robots are designed to work in environments made for humans. They easily integrate into existing systems and can significantly change both manufacturing processes and everyday human life. The Xiongnan area, located about 62 miles from Beijing, aims to become China's new economic miracle. They are easily integrated into existing systems and can significantly change both production processes and people's daily lives. The Xiongnan area, located about 62 miles from Beijing, aims to become China's new economic miracle. It's often compared to special economic zones like Shenzhen and the Pudong area in Shanghai. The creation of Xiongnan was initiated by the chairman of the People's Republic of China, Xi Jinping. This decision was made as part of the strategy for the joint development of Beijing, Tianjin, and Hebei province. Xiongnan is set to take on some of the functions of the Chinese capital. The new district will focus on developing universities, research institutions, medical centers, and the healthcare system. They also plan to relocate part of the population to Xiongnan, which will help tackle the issue of overpopulation in Beijing. The city is envisioned as eco-friendly, with modern infrastructure and an efficient transportation system. The plan includes the implementation of advanced technologies, improvements to the water supply system, and optimization of energy consumption structures. According to data, the population of Xiongnan exceeded 1 million people in 2021. The government is actively working on developing urban infrastructure. Business centers, government services, pharmacies, shops, parks, schools, and kindergartens are already up and running here. By 2035, Xiongnan is expected to transform into a modern Chinese city, and by 2050, it aims to become a world-class city with advanced technologies and smart infrastructure. Even though construction is still ongoing, the city is already attracting the attention of state and foreign companies, as well as tourists coming here to check out the innovative achievements. The Gemini neural network was launched in early 2024 based on the Gemini Ultra model, which has hundreds of trillions of parameters, allowing it to outperform the paid version of ChatGPT Plus in all tests, including massive multitask language understanding. The main capabilities of this powerful neural network include: Gemini creates text that's almost indistinguishable from what a human would write, whether it's poetry, programming code, or script writing. It provides high-quality translation of texts from one language to another, expanding the boundaries of cross-linguistic communication. The neural network successfully handles the analysis of historical or philosophical questions, providing answers in an accessible and informative manner. The Gemini Pro version is designed for a wider range of tasks. It served as the foundation for Google Bart, enabling text and image generation, query responses, and information retrieval. The government of the Emirate of Dubai is aiming to create the world's first indoor city, the Mall of the World, featuring climate control, a giant retractable glass roof, and the largest shopping area. This ambitious project has been entrusted to Dubai Holding. They plan to build an impressive structure covering a total area of 1,112 acres, with 8,073 square feet dedicated to retail spaces, which are expected to attract around 180 million visitors each year. The Mall of the World's retractable roof ensures comfort. It will host retail, hotels, leisure, dining, and medical facilities. It offers a full life experience without leaving. In addition to retail space, the indoor city is planned to house about 100 hotels, recreation areas, restaurants, and medical facilities. In short, the goal is to create conditions for a full life and various ways to spend money without ever leaving the complex. The opening is scheduled for 2029. Scientists around the world are actively working on developing a universal vaccine that can activate the immune system to detect and destroy tumor cells. Clinical trials have confirmed its high effectiveness in fighting various types of cancer, ranging from lung cancer to melanoma. Recent studies have shown that certain types of cancer can be triggered by previously contracted infectious diseases. Doctors have identified more than a dozen different viruses and pathogenic microorganisms that can trigger the development of cancer. For example, it's known that the human papillomavirus can lead to cervical cancer and tumors of the head and neck. In addition, hepatitis B and C can cause cirrhosis and liver cancer. The Petrovsky Scientific Center for Surgery in Russia has opened the country's first reference center for viral and infectious oncopathology. Here, scientists are focused on identifying viruses that can act as triggers for the development of dangerous diseases and are developing appropriate preventive measures. It is expected that in the near future, vaccines against cancer and the latest immunomodulatory drugs will appear in Russia. We are talking about so-called oncovaccines, containing specific tumor antigens, intended for individual treatment of patients. Work on creating optical implants that restore vision to blind people continues. The quality of vision provided by bionic implants is comparable to normal sight. Research in this area is actively being conducted and will continue into 2024. One of the most promising projects is called Phoenix 99. Developers: scientists from the universities of Sydney and New South Wales in Australia. The device interacts with a miniature video camera mounted on the glasses and stimulates the activity of the retina through a wireless connection. The principle behind the Phoenix A99 works by bypassing inactive retinal cells and stimulating those that still retain functionality. The initial tests of the device yielded positive results. Artemis 2 is the second space mission under NASA's Artemis program. The launch of the mission is scheduled for April 2026. The crew will consist of 3 American astronauts and 1 Canadian astronaut. They will fly around the moon and become the first humans to get close to it in the last 50 years. The astronauts aboard the Orion spacecraft will assess the functionality of life support systems, which generate breathable air, and remove carbon dioxide and water vapor produced during breathing, talking, or physical activity. The ship has already completed an unmanned mission in 2023 and will now be tested with astronauts on board. This lengthy expedition will last 10 days, during which the crew will cover a distance of 230,000 miles to the moon. Then they will enter orbit around the satellite for 6 days. The 4 astronauts won't have to land on the moon during this mission. However, they will play an important role in testing the systems for the next mission, Artemis 3. As part of this mission, the astronauts will need to land at the moon's south pole, which NASA has chosen as the optimal location for establishing a permanent base. The Martian Moons Exploration Project, developed by the Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency, is aimed at studying Mars' two moons, Phobos and Deimos. The main goal of the mission is to land on Phobos and collect regolith samples, a material similar to sand. These samples will help scientists better understand the processes that formed the solar system and its evolution, as well as assess the role of water in these processes. The spacecraft will also observe Deimos, the smaller moon of Mars, studying its surface and chemical composition over the course of 3 months. Thus, the Martian moon's exploration will contribute to uncovering the mysteries of the origin and evolution of Mars moons, as well as help improve technologies for future space exploration of planets and their satellites. In 2024, Russian aircraft designers are hard at work creating a next-generation supersonic passenger aircraft. This project covers research and development of the technological foundation for creating new aircraft models, such as the MS-21, Superjet 100, IL-114, Baikal, and Ladoga. The main tasks include the development of highly efficient engines, life support systems, as well as reducing the level of sonic boom and noise. The Central Aerohydrodynamic Institute, named after Zhukovsky, is already involved in research and development for the supersonic passenger aircraft. The work is being carried out as part of a long-term program and major comprehensive scientific and technical projects, including the world-class Scientific Center program, Supersonic. Today, there are about 770 billion pounds of plastic waste floating in the world's oceans. These waste materials form giant floating islands known as garbage patches. They pose a serious threat not only to marine life but to the entire planet as a whole. To tackle this global issue, in 2013, Dutchman Boyan Slat proposed using large water barriers. This project is called the Ocean Cleanup. The original idea was to use floating booms and platforms to process waste. The plan was for the installation to stay in place thanks to an anchor, while the plastic waste, moved by ocean currents, would be collected by the barriers and then disposed of. Over time, Slat's concept received numerous environmental awards, and the young inventor established a special foundation to bring his idea to life. The Ocean Cleanup Foundation is a non-profit organization focused on cleaning up the ocean. The project was launched on September 8, 2018, in a test mode in the San Francisco Bay. I am extremely grateful for the tremendous support we've received over the past few years from people all around the world. This has given us the opportunity to develop, test, and start using a system that can help reduce the impact of the environmental disaster. I'm sure that if our technology shows good results, we can start cleaning up the Pacific Ocean. Boyan Slat commented. To modernize its railway infrastructure, India has launched a large-scale project to create high-speed rail corridors connecting the country's major cities. One of these projects is the construction of the Mumbai-Ahmedabad high-speed rail line, which will be the first railway line in India to use Japanese Shinkansen technology. Right now, this project is in the implementation stage. The Mumbai-Ahmedabad railway corridor, stretching 316 miles, has huge potential to transform the transportation system between the two major cities. Thanks to the use of advanced Japanese technologies, the Shinkansen high-speed trains will be able to reach speeds of up to 199 miles per hour, which will cut travel time to about 2 hours. The total cost of this ambitious project is estimated at 1.1 trillion Indian rupees. Japan is providing significant financial support by offering a concessional loan that covers 81% of the costs. Despite the successes achieved, there are certain challenges that require special attention. such as purchasing land in densely populated areas, issues related to relocating residents, and environmental cleanup of the area. By 2025, thousands of cubic systems are expected to emerge. Qubits are the counterparts of classical bits, but in large quantities, they will allow quantum computers to tackle problems that traditional computers can't handle. Quantum computers are likely to surpass regular computers in solving certain optimization and machine learning tasks. Systems with 1 million or more qubits, which will emerge after 2030, will be used for modeling chemical systems, aerodynamics, and hydrodynamics, as well as for cryptography. These systems will be available to a wide range of users through cloud services. A quantum computer based on ions has already been created in Russia, and by the end of 2024, there are plans to build a universal quantum computer with cloud access. Moreover, the Rosatom Corporation has invested over $60 million in the development of quantum technologies and research infrastructure. Advanced technologies and ambitious projects will continue to evolve in the future. What awaits us? The question is definitely interesting. Time will tell. The main thing is that all these achievements are truly aimed at improving our lives and not turning into a Terminator franchise. Now, friends, I want to make you a very interesting offer. You have a unique opportunity to become part of our team. If you have skills in video editing, can voice over videos in Russian, English, and other languages, or if you write interesting scripts, we would be happy to work with you. Message our Telegram bot. The link is in the description. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.